I'm Jeff Fischel, and this is my Power Poll. Now, before you get all hot and bothered with the picks I'm about to reveal, remember at any point, any day of the week, you can tweet me at Jeff Fischel. But feast your eyes on this. This is the top 25 coaches poll. Here's Virginia Tech, new into the top 25 at 19. They just beat Ohio State. Wait a second, the Buckeyes are 18, still above the Hokies. This makes no sense to me. Think about that for just a second. I think we learned from this that coaches are good at coaching. Sean tweeted me about this exact thing. He says, Jeff, shouldn't VT be ranked ahead of Ohio State? Hashtag just saying. And I think it's clear that after all this, I can sum it up with a one-word answer. Yes. But how high are the Hokies in my poll? Did they pass Clemson to be number 3? Louisville to be number 2? Some even suggested number 1 ahead of Florida State. We'll get to that. No movement at 13 and 14, Wake Forest and Syracuse. As for the Deeks, after John Wolford struggled early a little bit against Gardner-Webb, he got it going and actually looked really good. As for the Orange, hey, they had a bye. There's nowhere to go. At 12, Boston College falls after the loss to Pitt. And at 11, NC State moves up. Jacoby Brissett, another quality game. Matt Days and Shadrack Thornton look like a solid 1-2 punch out of the backfield. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Wolfpack. They're 2-0. Down one spot to 10, the Tar Heels. You're 2-0, but you have me worried. Liberty played you even for 56 minutes. San Diego State was 4 yards from winning the game until Tim Scott came up with a must-see moment.
He's going to throw. He goes corner. And they do it again. Tim Scott seals it for Carolina.
You can see any must-see moment at any time on the ACC.com. Up 2-9, Georgia Tech, the Yellow Jackets, over 300 yards rushing, 38 points. Take that, haters. And you know what I always say, haters gonna hate, hate, hate. Yellow Jackets gonna shake, shake, shake it off. Yes, those lyrics, they mean so much to me. So inspirational. Thank you, Taylor. At 8, it's Virginia, the Cavaliers. Yes, they beat Richmond, but Richmond outgained them. We'll see this week if the Cavs are for real going up against Louisville. Also falling 2 spots, Miami. I think Brad Kaya will be great eventually, but the schedule is not really built for a true freshman QB to have a slow and steady learning curve. So Miami's in at 7. Let's take a look at how far we've come so far. There you see, hey look, the Coastal teams 7, 8, 9, and 10. Atlantic teams 11, 12, 13, and 14. Moving up to 6 now, Pitt. I got this tweet when I asked who's the second best team in the Coastal right now after Virginia Tech. Lawrence Muir voting Pitt. He says Chad Voitic is going to develop, but it's a run-first offense with a solid O-line. So what do you think? Are the Panthers the next best team that can challenge Virginia Tech in the Coastal? Has Chad Voitic shown you enough at quarterback? Tweet me at Jeff Fischel. Let's have this debate about that Coastal division going forward. We're down to our top 5. At 5 and 4, it's Duke and Clemson, and they both fall a spot. They're only guilty of being leapfrogged by Virginia Tech with that huge win over Ohio State. And that leads us to this. Who's 2, who's 3? Is it Virginia Tech? Is it Louisville? Either way, the Hokies are my big climber this week. They were 7th a week ago. But then Ben Swain threw a blitz at me I wasn't expecting, tweeting to me, I have a hard time putting FSU ahead of Virginia Tech based on body of work so far. And yes, Ben is correct. If you forget expectations and only focus on performance, what we saw from Virginia Tech over Ohio State, the most impressive thing we've seen this year. But I just can't put them 1. Call me a conformist if you must, but I'm putting them at 2, on top of Louisville, behind Florida State. So there's my power poll. The top 5. Start with the champs, then the Hokies, the Cardinals, the Tigers, and the Blue Devils. Yeah, sorry, Clemson, you scored 73 points and you still fall a spot. So what did I get right? What did I get really right? Tweet me at Jeff Fischel. That's your power poll. You're watching the ACC Digital Network, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday.